Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to do a review on this 10-year-old pair of SB Dunks. So I recently posted a TikTok, I'll put it here, of unboxing of a sneaker I recently got. I recently got the De La Soul SB Dunks. And I got a lot of questions on that video and a lot of like talk in general on there, and I posted on my Instagram story, and I'm like, might as well just do a review like 10 years later since this sneaker came out, because this has been one of my grails and it's such a interesting shoe. Like the colorway, green's my favorite color, so I knew I wanted it from the jump, but it's such a cool shoe. And you don't see this often at all, especially on women and in my size. So I thought maybe I should do a review coming from a female sneakerhead's point of view on this unique SB. So we're gonna dive into the history and the story of these shoes because it is a collab and it has a pretty interesting backstory. So this collab pays tribute to the hip hop trio called the De La Soul, and they're known for their 1989 hit debut album 3 Feet High and Rising. The album was playful, colorful, and truly revolutionary, and that's why Nike and SB decided to collab with them, which is very interesting. So originally Nike SB dropped the lows and the highs. I'll put a picture of the highs in 2005. That's the original drop, and then they re-released in 2015, and I have the 2015 pair here. Overall, the shoe pays homage to the group's psychedelic brand and their positive energy. Okay, time for a design breakdown and a close-up. So first off, the vinyl holographic print on the side panels is a direct nod to the De La Soul album art, which is super trippy and super retro. It catches the light in a crazy way and it makes every angle you see look different, which is super unique, and I've actually never seen anything like that. I really like that they added that detail to the shoe. You've got the premium leather throughout the upper, and depending on the model, this can be elephant print or a suede overlay. I have the elephant print, as you can see. And I love how the green is wild, but not too like overpowering. And then the inner lining, super soft, and the classic SB fat tongue and extra padding for that comfortable and signature SB look, like for skateboarding and all that stuff. The SB branding on the tongue and the Zoom Air on the insoles. And as you can see, here is the elephant print at the toe box as well as the sides. The suede on the shoe is so buttery and so soft. I love the luxury feel of the shoe and the materials that they use for this. It's amazing. This shoe 10 years later and it still looks so good. I'm so happy that the sneakerhead that had it before me took such good care of it, and yeah, it's so slept on as well. Here's a little on feet of the shoe. They're loud but not too loud. But being paired with the right things, they look so good, and I love how this shoe looks on feet. Okay, now it's time to talk about the value of the shoe and resale and all that fun stuff. I paid a pretty penny. I'm not gonna say how much I paid. It was a good deal, I must say, but I paid a good amount for these shoes. I got it from a fellow sneakerhead in the city, and he was selling it because he was moving. So he told me the story while he's selling. It was his favorite shoe. He kept it in such good condition. You'll see in the V-roll of the inside of the shoe, but I'll show it again. He kept the shoe in such good condition. As you can see, there's tape on the insole part where it says Zoom Air and Nike SB because he didn't want to ruin the insole of the shoe, and I thought that was very kind. And so, you know, he really cared for the shoe a lot. But let's talk value, and these shoes aren't cheap anymore. Like, everything grows in value, especially sneakers. And this shoe in particular, I bought it because I got a good deal on it, but if you go on StockX or Go or anything like that, I'll put screenshots here. This shoe is worth a pretty penny. But like me, if you find the shoe on like Marketplace by a legit seller or whatever like that, and you find it for a good price, I think the shoe is definitely worth it because the value is only going up on these. It's something you don't see often, and it's a real nice shoe to look at the end of the day. But it's also more than just the shoe. There's a lot of history and a lot of culture that is behind this shoe, and I think that alone is why it's worth so much as well. This sneaker is a part of sneaker history. It's about hip-hop culture. It's in the Nike SB golden era. Like, this shoe has a lot of history, a lot of background to it, and it makes sense why it's a really sought after shoe. And personally, I love when Nike or any like sneaker brand in general have collabs that have an actual backstory. And I feel like you can just connect more with the sneaker that way because you can actually understand why the color red is there, or like the color green, or like the back paneling is the way that it is. Like, I love how it actually tells a story while you're wearing it as well. So for my personal thoughts, this is definitely like top 3 SB Dunk of all time in my opinion. Like, the colors, the story behind it, like, there's so much about this shoe that screams unique to me, and that's all I can ask for personally. I'm shy personally, and I let my sneakers do the talking. Like, I don't really like to speak to people, but when people talk about shoes or they comment on my shoes, that's how I interact with people, and that's how I have conversations with them because I can relate to stuff like that. So I love wearing sneakers that are different. Like, you don't see this often. You don't see this sitting on shelves anymore. Like, Nike doesn't even make shoes like this anymore. I couldn't tell you the last time Nike SB released a collab dunk that has like a crazy backstory or something like that, or even like music related anymore. I haven't seen any SB dunks music related at all since I don't even know. I gotta look that up because that's very interesting. They really should come out with more collabs like this because I feel like a lot of people will be into it. I loved how Nike wasn't afraid to be bold and unique with this collab because honestly, these colors together, I don't think a lot of people would gravitate to them at all. It's a really out there colorway, green, orange, and brown, and like a lime green swoosh. Like, it's really out there, but I like how they got out of the box with this shoe. I love how this collab is full of personality. Like, it's just very interesting. It's a lot of personality, like the De La Soul group themselves. Like, it's a lot of history, a lot of thought, and a lot of love put into the shoe. Let me know in the comments what you think about the low, and if you brought the lows, the highs, or what you rate this SB on your list of SB Dunks. So that wraps up my review on the De La Soul SB Dunks. I love this shoe. It's such a good looking shoe. I hope you enjoyed this video, and like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what other sneakers you would like me to review. Either they're coming out or they already came out prior. If I can get my hands on them, I will do a review on it. And let me know in the comments your grail sneaker because I would love to know. Anyway, see you in the next one.